the station making history every day.
My sweet home, Chicago.
This is Chicago's talk leader.
89
with Jake show. It's Saturday morning. I'm up. I'm here. You should be too. No 5-day-a-week slackers here. That is one of our Christmas favorites, our classic. Walking around in women's underwear. We are starting our Christmas music. It's the season for Christmas music. Normally I would have started it last week, but I was in a bad mood. So okay, no, you didn't get it. But we will. We have some surprises this year, some new ones, and some old favorites, and that's what you'll hear. Anyway, our phone number 591-8900. There's not much in the news, except the world is coming to an end in 13 days. So you've got that going for you. So if you have any bills due after the 21st of December, you may want to hold off. If you're going with the earth is going to be destroyed. Although the United States says that's not going to happen. And then I see a big picture from Japan with the headline, Japan is ready to shoot it down. And I thought they were talking about this rogue big asteroid that's coming, but they're talking about some North Korean missile. Because that's the big rumor, that there's some big, huge, not planet, but something like that, that's hurtling through space, and that's what's going to destroy the Earth. And there's a lot of people very upset about this. They want to know if they should go down into their basements. Paul in Arlington Heights. Good morning, Paul.
Well, good morning, Jake. Well, I guess the holiday season is truly here. Hearing these Bob Rivers songs, very good.
Yep.
Put us in the mood. Well, Jake, I couldn't help but notice, listening to your weekday show with John Cass, that you've been spending some time up in Buffalo Grove, Illinois, checking out the geese and all their droppings over there.
I go everywhere.
Well, I got a suggestion for you, Jake. Buffalo Grove isn't that far from Arlington Heights. It's just the next suburb north of me. And
well, I go through Arlington Heights to get to Buffalo Grove.
Well, I tell you what, Jake, what you should do is get a hold of me via the social media pages and let me know next time you're there. We can go to the Buffalo restaurant there on the corner of Lake Cook Road and Arlington Heights Road. We can go over there and have some matzo ball soup and some of their ice cream creations, I guess.
Is that the original? Is that the original Buffalo from Chicago?
Somehow, if you look at their, it's been a while since I've been there, but I know they used to have on their menu that somehow in their history, it is connected to the original Buffalo that used to be on the corner of Irving and Pulaski. I remember as a kid, I used to go to the Irving Theater there on Irving Park Road, and then after that, you'd go for your ice cream creations at the old original Buffalo ice cream parlor.
That's where I thought it was always, on Irving.
Yeah.
Now, are they on Lake Cook Road out by you?
Yes, on Lake Cook Road and Arlington Heights Road on the northeast corner. And like I say, it's been a while since I've been there, but from what I remember, the food was excellent, and they're known for their matzo ball soup.
Yeah, I just like to go out driving because I've got gas. I can do it.
Well, it must be nice you can afford it. Well, at least the prices of gas are going down a little bit. And one more thing, Jake, about your weekday show. Listening to John when he was talking about mistakes that people have made in their lives, first he was talking about Daly's nephew and mistakes that he made that he's a good boy, and then John told.
Well, that was the thing about that was Daly's nephew. It was Bill Daly talking about that he's basically a good boy,
right?
And we got into a whole discussion about what's basically a good boy nowadays.
And then John Cass was talking about how he disappointed his father, and Jake, you could tell in John's voice that probably 35 years or so later, John still feels hurt that he hurt his father. I mean, and I know where he's coming from. I made almost a similar mistake. He says that his father wouldn't talk to him for 6 months, that his father so disappointed him. Well, yours truly here, back in his 20s, I used to live a pretty wild lifestyle, and my mother warned me time after time, if you're going to live underneath my roof, you're not going to live like an alley cat. Well, one New Year's Eve night, I come home drunk at 5 in the morning, didn't bother calling my mom, she's all worried, and she says, all right, Paul, I warned you, and I warned you, if you can't live by the rules, you're out of the house. I left, Jake, and I didn't talk to my mother. I'm going to start crying. I didn't talk to my mother for a year. And, how stupid of me, Mr. Know-It-All. And then 4 years later, my mom died suffering from colon cancer. A whole year I wasted because I had to be bullheaded. So, folks, if you're young and you think you know it all, you don't know it all. Learn the lesson from me and John Cass, and don't burn any bridges with your parents.
All right. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, John was got an emotional story the other day, John told. Let's go to James in Lombard. Good morning, James.
Good morning, Jake. Listen, I love the Christmas song. It started off just right, and I guess that means that this is the season to be Molly.
To be Molly?
Sure, Molly.
And what is that?
Instead of Jolly.
What is Molly?
A female name.
Oh, I get it. The women's underwear, yes.
Yeah, that's all.
That's a stretch.
I know it's stretched, but, so can ladies' underwear. It can also stretch.
Are you talking from experience, James?
Not from wearing it.
Okay, I just want to be sure.
No, not from wearing it, Jake. From, from the standard, the usual. I don't think I should talk about that on the air, though.
No. All right. Thank you, James.
You're very welcome, and thank you, Jake.
591-8900. Ralph on the south side. Good morning, Ralph.
Hey, good morning. Hey, look, I'm hoping that you'll assist me with my public service announcement.
Where are you calling from, Ralph?
I'm calling from, normally the south side, but I'm way far away in Indiana, going to, believe it or not, a training class for adjunct professors that I'm required to go to.
Wow. You sound like you're calling from the bottom of a barrel.
Well, that's what I feel like right about now, driving in Indiana, going to a class that I'm required to go to. But I'll try to get close to the top of the barrel.
All right, what's on your mind this morning?
Well, Jake, for all the people that believe that the world is ending, I'm opening up a post office box to which they can send their remaining deposits in their bank accounts. And if it doesn't end, depending on how sloppy my record keeping is, I may be able to get it back to them. But, I could hold it for them, for safekeeping just in case.
Well, just in case the end is a couple days late or maybe a couple years late.
Well, yeah, they need to fill up their car to drive to where they need to go or something like that to watch the end occur. But, I'll hold on to that. If they're nice, I may cut them a check or something like that. But
all right, here's the question. Here's the question, Ralph. If you really believe the world was ending on the 21st,
yeah,
would you go to work the day before?
I'd call off.
You call in sick?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you, Ralph. Have fun in Indiana if that's possible.
It's always fun.
Bye. Yeah, that's the question. If you really believe the world was ending on the 21st of December, would you go to work the day before? Or would you even take the prior week off? You got 13 days to think about it. 6:18, back right after this.
89.